Alrighty guys, so pretty much dying on the floor. So what happens when you're getting old, and yeah, you got a freaking messed up back. So I've pretty much been playing with some pipe, no diddy, so I don't hear nothing in the comments. But this is what I got so far. Let me get between my big ass, and yeah, let me go and show you guys. So as you guys can see, I have the transition here. This is the dump tube or the down pipe, and I kind of just snaked it because I kind of wanted to go straight to the back to where it angles towards the arms over there, so we can always straighten that up over there. I am going to be adding those flanges, so I got to go pick that up tomorrow from PTB. I'm going to see if they have it, and if they do, then I'm going to go pick that up. I'll take you guys along with me, but right now I'm just pretty much concentrating on all this section here. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is pretty much bringing this section down a little bit and seeing if I can get it to where it will give me a little bit of room up here, because it is pretty much touching at this section, and I don't want it to really touch because it will bring heat up, and it'll also get the vibration of everything. So that's something that I don't really want. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do. I'm gonna go ahead and try to, I guess you could say, kind of play with it a little bit and see if we can get the angle of it a little bit more farther away from the frame. So I still have 2 round pie cuts, 3-inch here, that I've been using here. So these are the 2 that are left over. I actually had used these before, so I just tapped them. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can bring that down just a tad bit, and if we can make a little bit of room, then we'll be pretty much golden. Alrighty guys, so I did take a break. You guys didn't even notice because I didn't record any of it, but I had to go get some dinner with the kids and the wife. So I did come back, and I did end up finishing off the bottom section of the downpipe. So this is the section here. I did mess up. I did end up burning through the metal. I didn't realize it until after, so here it is kind of boogered up, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my flaws. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning this stuff. Honestly, even after burning my hand, it's just been a really good big struggle. But we did pretty much manage to keep all of the welds going the same way all the way around, except for up here, but that was already done. So we're gonna go ahead and get this installed, and hopefully we can get it to fit here perfectly fine. I did have some issues with it where some of these pie cuts did open up on me. I did tack it, but with the heat ended up coming back off. It just was not good of a tack. Thank God these Harbor Freight clamps actually saved me, so I was able to clamp it and actually weld it shut, and it came out pretty well. So I'm just hoping everything will align now again, and that way if it does, then tomorrow we'll continue. So hopefully tomorrow we can also go to PTB and pick up those flanges. It's a 4-bolt flange in an oval shape, so I thought we can do the muffler section around the axle to one piece. We'll run the next one here up to the downpipe, and then the top section of the downpipe, so it'll be a total of 3 pieces that it's going to be on pretty much V-bands or the flanges itself. So let's go ahead and get this section on and see how it's looking. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see, pretty much everything still lines up. That's where we have to weld on the transition, the oval to the round right here, and then from there we can go ahead and just follow it all the way back. So everything looks like it's going to work out perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and try to see if maybe I can get a little bit more clearance on the sides. There is clearance on top of the frame and there now, so it looks like everything's going to line up. So pretty much I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight, and then once we head to PTB tomorrow, we'll go ahead and pick back up on trying to finish all this off. It's going to be a few days probably, just because I don't want to rush it. I'd rather take my time and make sure that this is all done correctly, and then see if PTB will go ahead and Cerakote this, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap the top section here. I still got to weld this one up, so we'll probably weld that up tomorrow also. What's up guys, welcome back. So pretty much it's the next day. Actually it's been 2 days since I was last welding those last sections. I made a trip down to PTB, and I ended up picking up some more material. They just barely released the pie cuts. Unfortunately, I did not make it on time. They did have some extras, which I ended up getting, and that is what I'm using right now. I needed pie cuts, so I thought I could kind of transition it and give it a better, straighter, I guess you could say, an angle. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys where we're at right now and pretty much what else we need to get done. So let's just go ahead and get to it.
What we do here is go back.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. So as you guys seen in the beginning of the video, guys, pretty much I just got to fabricating the rest of the exhaust setup. Unfortunately, I cannot continue as I need to make a trip back down to PTB and pick up some more material. They just recently released the new pipe cuts for the oval piping and also for the round piping. So I was unfortunately too late. I did go there yesterday, same day as you guys see in the last clip that I ended up welding up some of the exhaust. And unfortunately, they just did not have anything. They had a few miscellaneous ones around, which I ended up using, which is how I created the first transitions on the bottom coming from the downpipe. So the way I have everything route right now is pretty much the way it's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and remove it. I have to wait 2 weeks actually for them to have pipe cuts in stock. Maybe a little bit sooner. I'm going to go ahead and see if they can get them sooner, and if they can, then I'm going to see if I can grab them. But let me go ahead and show you guys the way it looks right now and how we're looking so far. And we also received a package, one of the last packages that I was waiting for from Poland, that I want to show you guys in this video also. So pretty much down here, you guys can see now everything is welded up from round to a transition to an oval, and it is pretty much ran to the back rear door, and it pretty much goes up that way. I need transitions or those pie cuts because I still need to extend this piece coming straight back here, and that way it can go over the all-wheel drive setup down here, which is pretty much hard to see. But I need that, so I'm pretty much going to stop here, because if I continue without any pie cuts, unfortunately I don't have a bandsaw. I mean, I do have a bandsaw, but if I try to cut a straight pipe into 15-degree pie cuts with this one here, it tends to walk on you. So it will cut the pie cuts really wrong, and that's just something that I don't want. I don't want to have any gaps, because then you start having blow through, and that's just something I just don't want to sit there. I had that already happen to me on some of the pieces here that just did not match up with yesterday's welding that I did, and I used some pie cuts that they just had, and those are just scrap pieces that they had there that they're using for like kind of a display, just to show that they were going to start making it. So I am going to go ahead and hit them up, see if they can make me more of them as fast as possible, and if they can get it done within a week, then honestly we're going to go ahead and get them. But let me go ahead and show you guys what came in from overseas. Alright guys, so these are the last 2 packages that we received today. I already opened up some of the packages, so I'm going to go ahead and just unpackage these on camera, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys the other parts after. So let's go ahead and open these 2 packages here. Alrighty guys, so I apologize. Yesterday, as I was pretty much unwrapping everything, the camera completely died and my other battery was not charged. So I charged it the following day, and I figured I'd just go ahead and end off the video by showing you guys what it was. So what we have now is actually an EK4 SIR or EDM interior. This came actually from Poland. So these are the interior that I'm going to be running in the car, which is why I'm selling the bucket seats and why I'm not going to be running the red and black confetti ones in the back. Just because the main reason, honestly guys, is because the car is greenish blue, so a black and red interior just is not going to go with it. I kind of had a vision in my head that it was going to go with it, and it didn't look bad, but it was just something that I didn't want to rock anymore. I also ended up getting the door panels with my setup, so I'm not going to be running these door panels. I mainly just got them because I need the inserts so that I can swap them over to my gray panels. Main reason being is because since my whole interior is gray, the black panels would not go with the dashboard. And another reason why is that These are actually in poor condition, and so I don't want to run them. I just want the material, and it would be a lot easier just to go ahead and swap out the material than have to try to refurbish these or figure out something to be able to make them work. But we do have the front seats, and we also have the rear seats. They do have a little bit of sun fade on them, which I'm going to end up dyeing, just like Dana did on his. Or if not, I'm going to hit up the upholsterer and see if he can rewrap these. These have like a stretchy kind of like jersey material, so I'm going to see if they can wrap them. If they can wrap them again, I'm just going to go ahead and do it that way and have them wrap this section and honestly fix this damage here on this bolster, because it is damaged. It does need to be shaped again, and it needs a little bit of love on the driver's seat. The passenger seat is still pretty tight and everything else, so I just got to get somebody to come clean them, really just give them a good cleaning, and hopefully they turn out good. If not, we're just gonna go ahead and rock them still, and then I'll figure out something else, you know what I mean, on either getting them refinished or seeing what else happens. But pretty much, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. There's not really much to go on. I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much get the car ready so we can send it off to paint. So the car is gonna be leaving the paint now, and that way we're gonna be bringing my brother's car finally so we can get that started. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the little content, and hopefully you guys are stoked to get the car back, because the car is leaving to paint. So let me go ahead and show you guys the way the car is real quick, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see, pretty much the car is being buttoned up. I'm removing majority of the interior just because the car is going to be heading to paint, and I don't want any of that stuff to get oversprayed. We're doing a little bit of work cleaning it up. I still have to put the armrest back in its location, glove compartment, stuff like that. Clean it up so that way when it goes to paint, nothing gets damaged. I ended up putting the locking mechanisms on the doors so that way when we transport it, they're not flopping over in and out, you know what I mean? So again, I still got to remove all of the panels on the sides so that way, again, paint doesn't get overspray. If anybody is selling or anybody parting out a sedan, I actually need a full set of seatbelts. Main reason is because the last painter painted my damn seatbelts on the front and on the back. So yeah, I mean, stupid mistakes now are causing me issues, and now I need to source that so that we can actually have the car fully buttoned up when it's time to head to the meet. But goal is to have the car finished up and honestly displayed, and so you guys can see what I've been building for almost 2.5 years, guys. It's been a journey, and I'm stoked to finally get this car to paint and hopefully get it back here in a couple of weeks. But in that meantime, guys, we'll go ahead and try to keep content going with my brother's Civic wagon and case swapping that and getting that ready. Hopefully we can make that car happen also and get it to the show. But again, guys, pretty much that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Till next time, guys.